from US. Listening to three sound of the bell and aware that I'm going to give the Dharma talk after three sound of the bell. I have a feeling of something is missing. And when I look deep into that feeling, I realize that we lack of a song, a singing meditation. Because in Plum Village, when we give a Dharma talk in the center, usually we have a group of brother and sister and lay friend do singing meditation. It's very joyful. But seems like online uh, we don't have it yet. So may I ask for a favor? Can a joyful Garden Sangha offer a song for all of us before I start my Dharma talk? Is it okay?
Okay, Thầy. So we will sing Happiness is Here and Now. The lyrics is now shared screened. Okay, ready? Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do. But I don't need to hurry. One more time. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do. But I don't need to hurry.
Thank you, joyful Garden Sangha. You just change the atmosphere of the whole activity. Is that amazing? And you see that something in you is changed after listening to this song, right? So, dear friends, uh, It's my pleasure to be here, be with you, and practice with you guys. And I can see many familiar faces that we've been friends for a long time, but we don't have much chance to see each other. I also see more friends coming to join on the path of practice. Every time like this is such a beautiful experience for me. And today, Dharma Talk, we have the theme of allowing uh, our wounds to be healed. So, in our daily life, it seems like everything is happen on a fast pace, and for each individual today, we may have more connections than uh, our grandparents or grandparents have before, many folds. In the past, maybe our parent grandparents knew 10, 20, maybe 30 friends in their life. And now each one of us may have the contact to hundreds of people. Viber, WhatsApp, email, many social media foundation, we have a lot of connection. And we all know with the awareness or without awareness that each relationship requires a certain amount of time and energy to sustain that relationship, even to our closest one, like our parent. If we didn't spend any time or energy with our parent, you may feel that your relationship somehow get weak, and not just even our parent, the one who always love us, the closest to us. But that thing also happen. How about your partner? How about your co-worker? How about your friends? And the other relationship like work and school, all of those relationships all require time, energy, and response. But somehow we don't have that much amount of time. Somehow we feel we don't have enough energy to remain a relationship. And when we cannot nourish some relationship in our life and things come, the condition come, is required. They have some requirement and we feel that we didn't fulfill the wish, the need of the other. And under that pressure, maybe we found ourselves create the situation that we get wounded or they get wounded by the unskillful way of speaking or acting. We create the wounds for each other. I didn't say that this is wrong. I just see that this is happening. It's not just to you, even for the monastic. Sorry, everyone. Okay, here in this room, we have a clock that every 15 minutes it will ring. So if you see I'm stopping for a while, please breathe with me. That's a bell of mindfulness. Every 15 minutes it will sound. Yes, come back to the relationship, unfulfilled relationship, create a wounds. And if the wound is deep enough, it can create a trauma. What does it mean, a trauma? Trauma is when everywhere you go, everything you do, every speak that you say, or every thought that you make, that memory control the way you think, you speak, and you act. That situation we call the trauma. And in the modern society, especially for people who live in a city, a very packed atmosphere, a packed area with a lot of people, trauma becomes something is so we can see it quite often. And there are people who have to carry that wounds for 10 years, 20 years, even 40 years, 50 years. For people, even they cannot release that, they cannot heal that wound until they pass away. I'm pretty sure that everyone wants to be cured. Everyone wants to be healed. Everyone wants to be free from those suffering, from those wounds. But how come we cannot? I bring to you one toy for this Dharma talk to demonstrate this. Bring to you a knife and imagine that you don't need to imagine, I will do it. I'm holding the knife by the blade. I hold it so tight, it cut my hand and it's bleeding. I hold this day and night and my wound keep bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. I lose a lot of blood. My face got pale. I look so exhausted. No energy to do anything. And when I meet some of you, I said, do you know that my father put this knife into my hand and he is so violent. My mom cannot bear him and live. My mom left me here with him. And I grew up with a lot of violence. So I become an awkward child. When I went to the school, the other child bullied me. When I want to work, I cannot get along well with other people because of experience. And if I come to the joyful Garden Sangha and you are the wise practitioner, when I'm in this situation, what would you say? Is there anyone have any idea that I'm holding a knife, bleeding every day, day and night, exhausted? Oh, Pat White Cloud said to everyone, let go. What will let go of? What should I let go of? Brother Ivan? Brother Ivan, what,
I'll be
what do you tell
Let,
me?
let go of the holding.
Let go of the holding. Let go of this knife. But Brother Ivan, my father put this knife into my hand. And it's been there for many years. And he hurt me. He's my father. He's supposed to love me, but he hurt me. What should I do? Brother Ivan? Oh, somebody said meditate, deep breathing. Any other one have any suggestion, please share. If you have any idea to suggest to a person like me in this situation, what would you suggest? Come on, is that difficult? Hey, be in the here and the now. The knives hurt me. Okay. Wow, you're really diligent practitioner. In this situation, you told me to meditate and breathing. You're really a diligent practitioner. Tell me more about it. I'm here for you. Wow, that's good. Understanding, interbeing. Thank you, everyone. And I believe the very first thought that you have in your mind, the very first thought you see this situation, you said, just put your knife down. That the first thought come up to your mind, and that is wise. No matter who put the knife into my hand, even that is my father, or that's my mother, or even that my loved one who put the knife into my hand, but when it's bleeding, it drain out my energy. I have the right, I have the capacity to put the knife down, right? I am able of putting the knife down. No need to meditation yet, but the fact is putting the knife down, and so that your wounds can be healed. If you keep holding the knife, if I keep holding the knife like this, and you are very kind person, you are very lovely. Okay, let me take a piece of cloth and roll it here, so hope the wound will not bleed again. But it cannot. You keep bleeding because I'm still holding to the knife. If you put some powder medicine inside, it may help, but it will keep bleeding again and again because I'm still holding this knife. The wisest suggestion now is just put your knife down and let me help you. Maybe let me help you to wrap your wounds and put some medicine in. But it only can be effective when you put the knife down. This is a simple truth. I believe every one of you see this right in the beginning. This is the problem. But why, when it comes to wounds created by relationship, created by other people, we cannot put down the knife? Why? Because when the wound is created by other relationships, we think the knife is me. This knife in me. If Brother Ivan told me, you just put the knife down. I said, how can I put the knife down? The knife been with me for too long. It's me. It's a part of me. If I put the knife down, who I am, who I'm gonna be. But the fact, if I'm Brother King, if I put the knife down, who you call me? I'm still Brother King, right? With the knife in my hand or without the knife in my hand, I'm still Brother King. So with the wound or without the wound, are you still you? Are you still the person you are? So, what is the knife in our situation? Those are the memories that we have with other people. The memory can, one memory can be comfortable, can be uncomfortable. But even that memory create comfortable or uncomfortable is still just a memory. And you have a memory, but you are not the memory. That's what Buddha teach. Why? Let me make another example. Suppose you have a camera, and this camera don't have a memory card. May I ask you, can the camera still take the picture? Yes, right? The camera still can take the picture, but it doesn't record. That's all. So when your memory, there's some problem with your memory, the way you retrieve the memory, the way you remember memory, maybe get some trouble, but it doesn't mean that you are not you anymore. The camera without a memory card, still a camera, and you with a different type of memory, you use it or not use it, you are still you. You're not losing anything. If a wise, if an experienced photographer, you know what kind of memory card he need. If he needs to take a still picture, he don't need a very high speed memory card. But if he need to record a video with his camera, he need a high speed one. Or if he know that he have to take a photo in the extreme weather, such as minus degree, he need a special kind of memories card. So the same thing happened to us. Our memories have many types, but we are free to choose what memory we want to use to benefit our life, to make our life become joyful and happy, but not let the memory become the burden of our life. I didn't mean to say that your wound is something not important or something that not worth mention. There are a lot of memory that's so uncomfortable to bear. Whenever you remember that memories, your whole body can be shaking, your heart can be pounding badly, your brain doesn't work. You may cry the whole day and night. But even how bad the memory is still just a memory. It's just a knife. You can hold it up or you can put it down. That's free will. And each human being, we have that capacity. Can you agree with me that you can put your knife down if you want? Right. Thank you. Agree on that. And when we are all agree that we can put the bad memory the uncomfortable memory down so that the wound can be healed, can be cured. So the next question would be, how can I do that? I agree on my intellectual level that yes, this is the truth. But how can I do it? Whenever I remember that bad memory, there's so many emotions, so many things happen in my body and in my mind. I don't know what to do with that. So that is a good question. If you have that in your mind, that is a very good question. And this is time when we talk about meditation. Before that, just put the knife down. Don't need to meditate. But now is time for meditation. One of the basic meditation practices mindfulness. You aware of what you're doing, like you're breathing. You're aware of your breathing without any other thinking, without any other judgment. Just breathe and aware of it. We call other word is mere recognition. Just recognize something as it is. You don't need to put more pepper, don't need to put more salt or sugar or seasoning or MSG, nothing else. Just taste it as it is. Aware of your breathing. Why? We can aware of many things. We can aware of durian. This is a durian season in Thailand. But we don't have durian all the time. So the Buddha suggests is our breathing, because our breathing is always there for us. We just can close our eyes and focus on our breathing in and out. Just be aware that no matter it's long or short, just let it be and aware of it. Shall we do it together? Okay. So I would like you to close your eyes, follow your breathing, observe your in breath and out breath, and maybe Brother David can invite one sound of the bell for us. Dear friends, now you can open your eyes and please tell me, what do you see when you following your breathing? What do you see? Anyone? Be present from Opat White Cloud. Any other answer? What do you see? You see peace. Queen Tang, he see peace. Somebody sees spaciousness. What else? Yeah, David see his mind is busy. Thank you, everyone. With all the answer, I know that you're not following your breath. Because if you're focused on your breathing, just be aware that all you see is your breath. You see no joy, no sadness, no anger, no jealousy, nothing at all. You just see your breath. That is the fact. But if you say like, if I said I see my breath, maybe I'm not a good practitioner. That's too shallow. But the fact when you focus on your breath is the only thing that you see. The moment you see something else, your mind is not there with the breath anymore. So when you with your breath, do you feel sadness? No. You feel joy? No. You feel happiness? No. All kind of those emotion is not exist there when you focus on your breath. At that moment you focus on your breath, your mind have an object. That is your breath. They go together. And there's no room for any other emotion to come in. But once your mind is leaving the breath, it's by another object. And that can be your memory, can be the teaching of interbeing, of spaciousness, or it can be the memory of your father, the wounds, or many things. Am I always looking for a subject, an object? So when we train it with the breath, it stays intact. And as long as you follow your breath, you can see that there's no room for other emotion to come in. So at that moment, when you follow your breath, where your wound doesn't exist. At that moment, where your trauma, it doesn't exist at that moment. The truth is so simple. Because we don't know how our mind functions. We're not sensitive enough to our body and our mind activity. So that's why one thing happened inside of us, we don't know how to handle it. And there's a lot of hospitals were built up because we don't know how to treat ourselves. We don't know how to handle what is happening inside of us. That's why we're looking outward for somebody to take care of us. I didn't offense the doctor, the nurses, and the hospital. They have the very wholesome heart to helping people. But I just mean that how we build our life in such a way that whatever happened inside, but we don't know how to handle it. We need an outer source, need somebody to take care of it. Without the people outside, we don't know what to do, and we feel lonely. That's the tragedy that we create for ourselves. Nobody do it. Nobody else create that. We create it for ourselves. But when it comes to the memory of our closest one, our loved one, it's so difficult to release. It's so difficult to let it go because we have a perception that person should love me. In any way, whatever I do, that person should love me. That is a very, what's to say, a childish way of thinking. Whatever I do, my parents have to love me. But when there's something wrong happen inside of us, the Poland, when you get on the car, and you turn on, you push the button, or you turn on the car, and it doesn't start. What would you do? You say, "Oh, my life is suck. Even the car is betray me. Everything gone bad." Or you said, "What happened? Maybe the gasoline's not there. Maybe the trigger, the fire trigger part have problem. If you can fix yourself, you fix it. You cannot fix. You ask somebody to come and see, but you not suffer from the car is not start up, right? But when your emotion didn't function well, why you blame yourself that my life is too bad, that I was born under the bad star? Do you see that trick that our mind do to us? It's always looking for somebody to take responsibility of the bad experience we have been through. They're looking outside to find somebody or something to take response on this. If we cannot blame on anybody. We blame on the fate. We blame on the star. That is our habit energy. And when we just come back to our breathing, just breathing in and out, right at that moment, you see no emotion exists at that moment. If you absolutely focus on your breathing, I didn't mean that you have to focus on your breathing all the time and you cannot do anything else just in order to avoid the suffering. No. But when you focus on your breath, you realize a truth that when you focus, your mind have an object such as the breath. The emotion is not there. So the emotion only happen under some condition. And the very first condition is when your mind is there with them so that it continue. When your mind is not there with them anymore, it's not continue. Your emotion, it just died out by itself. This truth the Buddha mentioned so many times in his teaching. And when I holding this knife and I get wounded, and instead of putting the knife down, I keep searching who created that wound. Now, maybe we forget about the example before that my father put it in. Now, suppose that I just suddenly the knife is in my hand, and I don't know who put it in, and how can it's in my hand, and I'm searching for who create that hurt in me. And I holding the knife, this knife, go around the world, ask everybody, go to any teacher that I can find, go to any psychologist that I can find, even go to the detector, yeah, to searching for who create that wound in my hand. Am I a stupid person? Holding this knife, go around the world, searching for who put the knife in my hand. Is it the right thing to do? No, right? You all see that is foolish to do like that. It's okay to searching who put the knife in my hand, but at least I put it down first. Let it heal, and then you can searching for the reason who create that wound. But if you carrying that wound around the world to everybody you meet and looking for the one who create this wound, it's not gonna help. Even you can find a person, find a reason, it still cannot help unless you release the knife. And this will not charge you hundred of US dollar per hour. Okay, seems like I only have 5 minutes left. So as a sangha, when we practice together, We create an atmosphere of collective awareness, collective mindfulness, and we can offer some support, some embrace to our friends, to our co-practitioners. But it only can help if we did have this awareness that whoever have the wound, that person have to learn how to put the knife down. Not like this. I'm holding the knife and I'm so painful. Oh, so pity of you. Let me hold you tightly. If I hold you tightly like this, it's just more wound. It's more bleeding. You put your hand down and I take care of your hand. Is it the right way to do? If you miss somebody in your life that take care of you, embrace you, you're so very fortunate. But please don't put the embracing become a standard that everybody have to follow. If you think that way, embracing become the standard of a person, of community, you will create a tragedy for everyone. Compassion, embracing is something for us, each individual to contemplate and to nourish it. And anyone who get benefit from that is a great fortune, but not become the standard for everybody have to be like that. No, it's not. The Buddha teaching is not like that. You breathing in and out and you get more freedom. It's not the thing become the standard for people, other people surround you have to do the same as you. Or your family have to do the same as you, or the community of practice have to do the same as you. You practice for yourself as much as you can. And when you get more happiness and joy and freedom, people surround you just will be benefit from it. Just like the rain. The rain is not aiming to benefit anybody. It's just rain. But everybody get benefit. The same is true with our practice. So I believe in this, in the community today, there are friends who first time encounter Mindfulness practice, and I cannot cover all the basic practice for this talk, but you can start with the awareness of your breathing, mere recognition. Just see your breath as it is. No judging, is it long or short, shallow or rush or slow, no judging. Just be aware of it. It's a training. It doesn't mean you have to do it for your whole life, but it's a training. When you focus on your training, there's so many things you can realize from that training. And those realization have the capacity to liberate you from the situation that you are in right now. And if for the Sangha that get together in person like this, I don't know if you have others more time after the Dharma talk. Please, the Sangha CTC share more with the new friends about the basic practice. It said basic practice. It doesn't mean that it's not important, but it's so important that everybody have to learn it right in the beginning. And our teacher keep practicing until the day he passed away. So thank you, everyone. I think I would like to end my Dharma talk here because I see there is in the text there is a small section for Q&A. Maybe we can have time for one or two answers. And I will be very happy if Sister Tris can join on the question and answer. Someone asked. Yeah.
for friends in Singapore. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hands. We'll help you. Yes. Yeah.
A friend is coming forward right now.
Hello. My question is, I have friends that I love dearly. Some are also family members. And I know that they hold a knife for years. And no matter how much I try to help them, it doesn't work. Sometimes I find myself being really helpless, angry, sad. Sometimes I want to give up. And I'm wondering if there is any wisdom from you to help myself and also help them better. Thank you.
Sister Trish, do you want to reply to the question from our friends?
Dear Ty, dear spiritual family, thank you. Oh, I have so much experience with that question, with that questioner. I've been practicing for quite a few years, and yet I have family members, mostly extended family, who definitely have not. I've not seen much change in their behavior, and I see that they suffer a lot. And right now I'm in the U.S. visiting family, and it's always good for me to come and to be with family because it gives me, I'm motivated to practice. And what am I practicing but patience, listening deeply. So rather than doing what I did for so many years, which was always judging the behavior I saw in front of me or the words I heard, always judging them and then trying to figure a way that I could very cleverly help them in some way to see things differently or experience life differently. I'm hearing a lot of noise. Now, I think after quite a few years, I've finally learned to listen and to realize that actually, I don't think I know as much as I thought I did. And I don't know everything about my family because I've been so busy. My mind has been so full of what I thought I knew that I wasn't listening. And so maybe I haven't been aware of the changes that have occurred because I just really wasn't present for them. I was so busy thinking that I already knew what was in front of me. So my own practice is to listen more carefully, to realize that I don't have all the answers for everyone else. I don't have any answers for anyone else, really. We all, as Ty said, this is, individually we have to practice. And the practice is patience, listening deeply, feeling compassion for ourselves, not just for others, but also for ourselves, paying more attention. I have to pay more attention to my own, what am I thinking? What am I doing? How am I speaking? How am I walking? How am I eating? What am I eating? It's never ending. And so I have my hands full just to take care of what I am doing. So I've come to realize that. It also has something to do with having more respect and realizing that each of us is on our path. Even those of us who don't realize we're on a path, we're on a path. And so to respect that everyone has their own timetable. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you for the question. Thank you for time.
Can you all hear us here? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My sister Yvonne, who is a question. Hi, thank you, and hello everyone. My question, my name is Yvonne. I appreciate the sharing today. My question is, early on it was shared that the second step maybe we could do meditation, and that involves focusing on our breathing. That's clear. But I want to know the step of letting go. What does it involve? What do we do to let go? That's all my question.
Dear friends, so sorry I cannot hear you very well. Could somebody can summarize back for me?
Dear Thai, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I think the question was the step of letting go. How do we practice that, or how do we do that?
How many steps we need to put this knife down? The only reason you cannot put this knife down because you think that this knife is me. The knife is a part of me, so I cannot put the knife down. If the wound, you consider your wound is you cannot put it down. You think the wound is just like a knife. There's something happen in your life. You pick it up and you can put it down. There's no steps. Just one single action. Steps required. It doesn't mean the step is it have no use. Step it requires to help you practice and improve your capacity a little bit and a little bit until you realize the knife is not you. Your wound is not you. Your wound is something born from condition. When condition is not sufficient, it will end. Like suppose like you were a person who was bullied in the school, but right now you were not bullied by anybody. Right at this moment, when I'm giving the talk and you listen to me, you're not bullied by anybody. So why you keep suffering? Because your mind keep coming back, would like to coming back to that memory. So what you need to deal with is how I can deal with my memories. It's not how I can deal with my wounds. If you realize that you are seeing your memories, it can be uncomfortable memory, but it's just a memory. So you can put it down. But as a Sangha, as a friend who helping each other, just like a doctor, if you see some patient is too weak to do the surgery, you may let that person drink some nutrition, and give them some good food, have them eat more so they get stronger and stronger and stronger. And at one point they're strong enough, you just do the surgery to take out that tumor. So your bad memory is like that. And we have to think in the term of a doctor. When our friends when our friends or our family member is in the unhealthy condition, mentally or physically, the first thing we need to do is not to bring them medicine, but the first thing to do is to diagnosis what is really happening right here, how healthy this person. If you have the right diagnosis, and then you can have so many ways to help that person. If you detect it's wrong, all you do is just gone wrong. So in Buddhism, the right view is how to see things correctly is very important. All kind of meditation and practice, it help you, the mind, body, put your mind, body in such a situation, such a level that whatever you see, you get the correct view of it, not blended or twisted reality. So I know all of you here, all the practitioners have a very big heart. You always want to help. But we have to see clearly so that we can help. If we diagnose the symptom is wrong, it takes a lot of time and effort, but it's still not gonna work. That's why in Mahayana Buddhism, there's a bodhisattva have thousands of hands and thousands of eyes. And the eye is not here, but the eye is in the palm of the hand. And if you want to help, you have to see clearly, and then you can help. Thank you.
Any final questions, perhaps from friends who are online? If you wish to use the chat or to unmute your microphone, we can wait perhaps for 3 to 5 breaths to see if there are any questions. If there are no further questions, then thank you very much, everyone. And thank you, dear Thai. Thank you, dear Sister Trish. Perhaps let us enjoy one sound of the bell to, again, come back to the present moment and just be with whatever thought has arisen